pull the strap to remove the life vest pouch.
This plane is tight. Macy got her gluten-free meal. Oh my gosh. It looks terrible. Snack time. Officially made it to Italy. Booking it over to a train right now and hoping for the best. Our driver's whipping out of here. We're at Road Surfer, so time to get a van. Okay, so we made it to Italy. We're in Milan right now. We've picked up our compact camper van. We're rocking a Volkswagen something or another. It's like a beach hostel or something like that. But it's small, it's legit, and we just finished check-in. It's about 11:15 a.m., so we're gonna run to the grocery store and get things kicked off. Here's what the dash looks like, by the way. I should also add that we got maybe 3 hours of sleep last night on the plane, so we'll see how this goes. Oh Lord. I don't know what's going on, but she's yelling at us already. Jeez. We have rolled up to Il Gigante. We're gonna get some goods. We gotta get a whole lot of stuff. We literally need everything. We need some food, we need pillows, we need a blanket. It was something outrageous, like 80 to 100 euros to rent a basically kid-sized pillow and one blanket.
They have like cars on it. Like it literally looks like a kid.
It looks like it's for a kid. So we're just gonna buy some cheap crap and hope for the best. All right, we are in an authentic Italiano grocery store looking for all sorts of jazz. Yeah, but those look dang comfortable. Ooh! We just saw some cheapos up front for 10 bucks, so quite the difference. All right, we're looking at some meats. Is this salami?
Yes.
We're gonna get some salami. And what else sounds good? Get some tortellini for dinner. We're out here slumming it. We're getting the square pillows. They're about 7 bucks each, which is a few dollars cheaper than the main ones, but they're also thicker, which is nice. And we found this quilt for 17. It's probably junk, but it'll do the job. It's way cheaper than renting the kids set, so that's good. Okay, we got a whole bunch of stuff, like $100 worth of stuff, but that includes bedding. That was very overwhelming at the end. Essentially, we got in line, we start checking out. We did self-checkout, which huge mistake. But the reader has you scan, and then you have to wait like 10 seconds. Then you place the item in the bagging area, then it registers. That took a little bit longer than it should have for us to figure out. Keep in mind, we're running on no sleep, no coffee, that kind of thing. And then we had everything checked out, and we could not buy this one dang zucchini. And so the cash register lady or the assistant had to go like put it on a scale, get a tag for it, and that was incredibly embarrassing. And then we couldn't figure out how to pay. It was a lot. So anyway, the line was built up behind us, and we eventually got out of there. But
it was so stressful.
It was wild. But now we're living life the right way. We're loading up our refrigerator. We got all sorts of goodies. We'll tell you guys all about it later. But we need to go find some coffee first.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Nice.
It's so impressive.
We got a chocolate cornetto and two cappuccinos, and the guy wrote our names on it, so that's kind of fun. Okay, here's our chocolate cornetto. Apparently this is one of the best in Italy. I don't know if that's true or not, but
nah, he was just
we're gonna give it a shot.
I
mean, the thing was like $1.50 USD, so who cares? But we're gonna give it a shot. We should just open this thing up. Oh my gosh, okay, here we go. Cheers.
Oh my gosh.
Oh!
That's so good.
Mm.
He wasn't lying.
Let's get this show on the road. We have, what is that? Almost 4 hours to Pila. Let's go.
Woo!
Wow. People just hanging out down there.
We've been on the road for about 45 minutes to an hour, and now it's time for some lunch. We just literally have some salami, cheese, and crackers. Riker just tried a cracker though, and they're horrible.
Doo-doo.
So
But with salami and cheese, it can't be that
hopefully
bad, right?
it's fine, just to get us by.
We're just hungry, so.
I don't know how well you can see this, but this is our first view of some mountains out in the distance. It's nice and foggy out there, but it looks so beautiful, and that is where we're headed.
We just made a very important stop at McDonald's to get some cappuccinos.
Oof, we added 20 minutes to our ETA.
Oh, it took a lot longer than we wanted, but whatever. We really needed it. We're exhausted, so coffee's necessary, and then we were overwhelmed by the coffee menu. Macy just shot latte everywhere. We were confused by the coffee menu because there's no iced coffee, which we're dumb Americans, and then we're exhausted, so that just had us in a daze for a minute. But here we are, we're back at it. Any road trip we've ever been on, I swear we always run into one of these. So we're rocking the Giro stage from yesterday, and then after this we'll probably watch today's. It's going on live. Wow.
So pretty. We're driving into the valley right now. We've already made a lot of elevation change. Both our ears are popping a bunch. It's just so beautiful. We're making our left-hand turn into Aosta. Well, towards Aosta. We still have an hour 45 to go. We're now in Aosta Valley, and
Wow, there's some big cliffs.
yeah, I mean, we're just surrounded by the mountains now. It's so beautiful. Is that you? There's literally a rider right there in the bus.
Well, it can't be a rider.
Well, I just saw someone.
We saw the UAE bus earlier. We saw the Groupama bus, and then we just saw the Visma Lisa bike bus. So that's insane.
Wow,
I
they're
think
here.
they might still be riding stage 13 or finishing it up soon. So there's no way they're here, but a lot of the crew is here, which is really cool.
Excuse my freak out, but
that's insane. We weren't expecting to see the buses yet.
Also, these views just aren't getting old.
Not at all.
So for the last couple weeks, I've gotten on Google Maps and done the Google car street view going up towards Pila, which is the final climb, just looking for spots along the road to stop. And we're literally driving the roads that I have studied so carefully right now, which is crazy. But I'm gonna flip the camera in just a second and show you, but we're climbing up and we're right under the gondola, headed up towards Pila. Fingers crossed we find a good parking spot. So there's the gondola right there. Aosta's that way.
We're to flip back around.
And we're climbing up here. So we are winding up these roads. This is what the guys will climb tomorrow. There's the town down there. And we are just hoping and praying for a good spot.
10:48 p.m. and we have found a spot on this climb. It's going to be our view. We might even stand over there tomorrow, but they're going to come up this way and then around this corner and up that way. We found it's golly, it's just kind of like a spot on the side of the road. There's still basically a full lane going both ways up this little road, but here we are.
Come on, Jonas.
Macy's Macy's practicing. But yeah, this ground is like a little sus. I think it's just freshly cut and not perfect, so we try to stay mainly on the road, but got a tiny bit of a view. The gondola, you can either go about half a mile up or half a mile down to catch it, so we might do that tomorrow and go to a hike. But yeah, this is our spot. We're pumped. We've seen a lot of cyclists come by. Here comes some more actually right now, but this is going to be super legit.
Open up the roof. We're not going to sleep up there. You can. There's a bed in there, but it just sounds nice to give us some headspace and open it up a little bit.
This is absolutely not a big deal, but sad realization is that opening this roof does not give us headspace in here. I thought it would. Instead, you can just kind of climb up here into the bed, which in hindsight makes way more sense. So we're not going to sleep up here tonight, we don't think, but to buy ourselves some more room, we are going to put our bedding up here. Whoa! Oh, I'm stuck. Thank you. Kicking off the night with a little taster. Beautiful view, good weather. The road's just over there. Doesn't get any better than this. This guy pulling away in the Tesla, you just pulled over and asked if he could interview us for the Giro.
We have no idea who he is, who he's with, what he's doing.
He just had his phone, so it was not super official.
Yeah.
But he asked us some questions, like where we're from, what the heck we're doing here, how we like it so far, and it was cool. It was funny. He was absolutely mind blown that we're from Texas and we're in this,
like, what are you doing
this
here?
town in Italy watching a bike
Why
race.
Are you here?
And also we're like 7K from the finish,
Yeah.
and so I feel like we're in an area that's currently untouched. Probably be hectic tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hopefully not too crazy, but all that to say, he's probably thinking, man, these people are very proactive in their approach and confused what they're doing, why they're here and what they're doing here. So that was funny. We'll see if we end up on something, but probably not anything that we'll witness. Wow.
I forgot to say, the first thing he said when he came up was, where are you from? We said Texas, and he goes, oh. And he points to the car and said, it's from Germany. And he goes, I thought you were from Germany. You spoke really good English.
Right, tonight's dinner, we're having this multicolored gnocchi. We have some steaks, or beef. And what else? We need, is it this stuff we're rocking, or Parmesan, or pesto?
Pesto.
Got some pesto. Last but not least, our zucchini that we had a lot of trouble purchasing. We don't trust that these dishes are clean, so we're gonna go ahead and clean everything we're gonna need over the next 2 days, and at least we're starting fresh, and then can clean as we go from there. She's outside chopping the zucchini up. She said it looks a little weird. I've got our sideways water boiling. It says to put some salt in it, so we're gonna do that. And here in a minute, we'll throw this gnocchi in. Ooh,
Sorry, I don't know how to do this. Like,
get it closer. Yeah, there you go. Nice. Put that lid back on. Thank ya. It's a two-man job with it being sideways. Watch your feet. Good. Oh, it smells like dog food. That's weird. Okay, now we're gonna attempt to make our beef and our zucchini in this small pot. We'll see if that works. Decided this is seasoned. We're gonna put the season side down. Woo! Holy moly, dude. These don't really fit in here. Oh, it's still hot. It's gonna be interesting. Okay.
so hope it cooks.
Got the meat going. We'll see. All right, these puppies are sizzling. I don't know how good these will be, but we're gonna try it for 3 or 4 minutes on each side, and then I guess we'll have to do the zucchini after that. It's not the easiest cooking on one burner in a small little van with an angle, but it'll do the job. All right, it's been a few minutes, and now I'm gonna flip these. Oh, that'll do. All right, a few more minutes to go. It's definitely quite jank, but the zucchini has been added into the edges now as well. Voila!
Actually doesn't look too bad. It smells pretty good too. Pretty impressed.
Little steaks there. Got some juices from all the oil I sprayed and probably closing the lid, but I was hoping that'd help the zucchini cut. Macy's plating up the gnocchi on top. Oh, that looks good with the pesto in it. I'm gonna put some Parmesan on top too. Live cut in. Keep in mind this is some cheap something or another.
It's cooked.
Perfectly cooked.
It's
gonna do the job.
Yeah.
That's right. Let's eat up. So the best part is definitely the gnocchi. The beef is very, very below average. Not necessarily how it was cooked.
Really
not
chewy.
Cooked great, but like also it's just cheap beef.
Clearance beef,
Yep.
so it's not like we expected.
Yeah, it was like $5 for both of these. And then the zucchini is zucchini, so it's healthy but not necessary. Overall, we're happy though. I was very hungry, and 7:46 p.m. So after this, we'll get ready for bed and hopefully get some actual rest tonight. Oh, there it is.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, this needs to go back some more now.
Okay.
I kid you not, guys. This took us like 20 plus minutes of death. Look at Macy's. It's 10:06 p.m.
It's been a chaotic day.
Oh my gosh. The last 4 hours
The last little bit.
have been really hard for a lot of reasons. Do we explain all of them? Yeah, screw it. Had to use a portable toilet in the van with 4 randos outside. Was not a good experience. What else happened? This whole bed thing wasn't working. We tried the up top bed and it's a little tight.
As much as we've camped, we didn't think about buying paper towels. We didn't think about getting more water because dishes take so much water.
Yeah, we're not used to cleaning dishes with water.
So we only have like
when we camp.
10 liters of water. No,
12 liters, but we went through 6 like it was nothing.
Because we're making pasta and all the sauce and the steak, all that was like easy to make but terrible to clean. Yeah. And so that was a lot, and then it just was overstimulating. Everything was we're literally using toilet paper for everything.
Yeah. Toilet paper is the new paper towel. It doesn't work well. It's thick toilet paper, so that's better.
And then we have guests.
But it still sucks.
We have people here, and it was really stressful because they were like parking right in front of us and like getting centimeters away from our rental van. And
yeah, but hey, it all worked out.
Yeah.
And we just did a little dude shower, wipe shower, and we're gonna finish watching today's stage of the Giro, and we're gonna wake up and experience it live.
Pray that we sleep.
Yeah, we need this. We're a little sideways.
We deserve a
these
good
pillows
night.
And mattress and everything low-key sucks. But that's camping for you.
People are gonna be driving up this mountain all night and all morning.
There's a car that comes by every few minutes and they honk.
So
and then
just pray that our lack of sleep really allows us to sleep well.
Yeah. All right. Well, good night. See you in the morning.